Can you hear me now? Sweet. I haven't gone live in a while, so I plugged it into the wrong spot. Sweet. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of live stuff tonight, so I figured I would jump on. Just kind of bored. Haven't done anything live in a while. I got a few pops in just a little while ago. So our mailman has been on vacation, and so the stuff that's supposed to be delivered yesterday didn't show up on time. So I got it today. I was pretty excited. So I figured I'd come on and see what everyone was up to, maybe answer some questions, do some unboxings, that kind of stuff. So it was super last minute too, so I haven't even put anything up on any posts or anything like that. So we'll see who shows up. We'll see how many people show up. Who knows? Maybe I'll drop something on Instagram. So what are you guys up to tonight? Anything fun? Johnson, I am good. Had a busy day today. My son spent all his birthday money, so I've been watching him play Black Ops 4, and I've tried it a few times and got absolutely 0 kills, so that was fun. I think he only got like 1 or 2, so. Chemistry homework. Oh, man, don't ask me any questions. I don't know. I barely got a high school diploma, so. Hi, Funko Pops and Unicorns. I just got off your live stream a little while ago, so I decided to do one of my own. And then I watched Jetta's live stream, so I was like, I'm going to do something. Tyrone, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I actually got some stuff in, and I was like, yeah, I was pretty excited. I got this guy in. I think I had him pre-ordered for 5 or 6 months. Didn't get it, didn't have a sticker with it, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. The box did come a little dinged up. This is the first time I'd ever got anything from Big Apple Collectibles online. So I was like, well, you know what? I'll pre-order it because they had it like half the price of anybody else. So I know live streams are addicting. I could have one person watching me and I will still sit and talk because I can literally talk about this stuff by myself, like no joke. So, and in my household, I pretty much am by myself. I know in one of the streams that Jetta posted, he said that someone had asked him like why he started YouTube. And he said in the beginning, it was because he was the only one that collected the stuff he collects. So it was a way for him to chat with other people about, you know, his collection. And I was like thinking about it. I was like, that's actually a really good point. Like one of the main reasons why I started is because I do have a few friends that are way bigger into it than I am. But for the most part, it was no one really, you know, none of my friends really collect. And so they don't understand the collecting side of things. It's really funny. I have a very diverse group of friends. I have my nerd friends who are like me, and then on the other side, my best friend and that side of his, or that side of my friends are all, no joke, bodybuilders and power lifters, and so a lot of those guys I hang out with on that side. So when I have a birthday party, it's really funny. They'll be my group of nerd friends, and then I'll be in the middle of all these huge like pro bodybuilders and powerlifters. So they're just these giant guys, and I just don't fit in with them at all. So Oh, this thing looks so cool. So there is the black and gold Megazord. What's funny is I actually missed out on the original Megazord, and I tried and tried to trade for it. Had no luck whatsoever. And then they came out with the metallic one. I got the metallic one, and the metallic, it's okay. Like the paint on it's okay. There's little flaws and stuff. This one actually looks really, really good. There is like no flaws on it whatsoever. This is really good. And I do have the black and gold Dragonzord and the black and gold Alpha 5 too. This is one of my main lines. So as you can tell, I got the Power Ranger stuff back here. But yeah, this looks really, really good. I really like it. Put it right back here. Maybe. No, I can't reach back there. My shoulder's still all jacked up. So I'll be out of work for a little bit while longer. Oh, you have the actual black and gold action figure. That's cool. I don't have really any of my original toys from when I was a kid or any of that stuff. The only thing that actually started my whole collection was my wife got me the original He-Man and Battle Cat. She got from someone on eBay, and that kind of started the whole madness. But that's really that and a Superman action figure are the only two like toys I have that are from my childhood. They're not the originals that I had when I was a kid, but they're from that time in my life. But yeah, I also was able to a buddy of mine from Michigan that I've met through other things was able to get me the Venomized Ghost Rider. So this was really, really cool. I have all my Venomized actually are out of the box and up on a display like baseball bat case and stuff. So oh, grandma threw them all out. Yeah, that we moved around a lot when I was a kid, so they just disappeared throughout the years. We literally moved like once a year. We would move to a new place, stay within the same state pretty much, but just move different places and stuff like that. So a lot of my toys just got lost over the years. I didn't have a lot, but I had mostly He-Man figures was big, GI Joe, and then what else? There's the He-Man, a few Transformers, but Transformers were during when I was a kid a little bit more expensive. So, but I do see a lot of the Transformers now. I would love to get in Transformers, but they are just way too expensive for a lot of the originals. I can't wait to see this guy out of the package. This is the last in the set that I needed to get for the Venomized. And then as far as Venom goes and any variations of Venom, I think I have them all. Oh, this looks so cool. So cool. I just love what they do with the fire and the flames and stuff. It's kind of hard to see the detail on this camera, but so good. This is definitely probably one of my favorite in the set now that I've got it. I love how they have like the flames. You can't really tell here, but they're actually kind of like the translucent flames and stuff. So very cool. He did such a great job on this guy. He will look great. The only one thing I wish they would have done is on his chain. I wish they would have done it like a silver color or something. I want the Ghost Rider Doctor Strange, but I really want the glow in the dark one. What's up, Rob? You made it to this one, man. Cool. Yeah, my main variant collection, like the variant pops, is like glow in the dark. I love glow in the dark pops. So I would love to get a hold of that Ghost Rider, the Doctor Strange Ghost Rider for sure in glow in the dark. I'll probably pick up the Hot Topic one because that'd be my only opportunity to get it. But I would love to get a hold of a glow in the dark one for sure. This guy's just really, they did such a great job on this. I am so glad my buddy Alex was able to help me out with that one. So I haven't seen, none of the collectors in my area have actually seen any of these anywhere around. And when they went up online, it was really brief. They sold out super fast. So yeah, but I'm glad I have them. Oh, so good. So good. Haven't talked to you in a while, Rob. How you doing, buddy? Very nice, sir. That is right. It is Ghost Rider. Always a clever one you are. So I've actually been toying with the idea of slimming down my collection a little bit. And I've been looking at the Stashopedia and Pop Price Guide and stuff and eBay. And some of the pops I don't have out on display, I've kind of thought about. I've got a lot of pops and there's not very many that I have out. Maybe 10% of my collection you can actually see. And so I've thought about slimming down and maybe picking up some different characters. I don't know about Hot Toys just because they're too expensive, but maybe some of the 1/12 Mezco figures I've seen. The STS guys are always unboxing and they look really cool. Oh, Rhode Island Comic Con. I saw the pictures you posted. Meeting a few of the YouTubers I saw. That was cool. So, yeah, I got Emerald City coming up in March. I was able to get tickets for Saturday and Sunday, so I will be there for that one. Hopefully, pick up. I've been really lucky with the Funko booth the last 3 years. I'm hoping to continue that streak, and if I can't, then I'll just definitely look at the art is what I'm going for a lot of. I need to get some more. I want to get some like Power Ranger art to go with my pops and stuff. A lot of my displays I have, like with my Marvel stuff, I've got a bunch of Marvel art around it. And I've got like Power Rangers and He-Man on one side, but I don't really have any Power Ranger art. So yeah, I have a lot of fun at the cons. I've only been going for the last like 3 or 4 years, and I normally do 1 or 2 days. I can't really. I've got friends that'll do the whole 4-day thing, and I can't. I get too exhausted. Even after 2 days, I'm pretty done. So normally on Saturday I'll show up pretty early. This year I'm going to have my sister for the first time. It'll be her first time ever going to a con, so she's really excited. And then my wife will go on Sunday with me. She likes to go see the authors, so she's big into books and reading and stuff. So she really enjoys meeting some of the authors and stuff like that. So it is really cool. But the other pop that I was able to get my hands on, thanks to a friend of mine, was the Chase Darth Vader. I know that on the live stream tonight with Admiral Funko and Funko Pop and Unicorns, they were talking about like chases and stuff, and one of the things that came up was kind of like the cheap, kind of lazy chases. And though this is cool, I love the idea of this, but it is kind of, it's glow in the dark, but literally the only thing that glows is just the candy cane. So it's kind of like my Operation 13 Mickey. It's just the Keyblade. But I did test it because I heard that some people were saying that the candy cane doesn't glow on some of them. So they put the chase stickers on the wrong ones. This one does. I did check it. So it is a pretty simple glow, but it glows. So that's pretty cool. I saw that one, and the Hot Topic around me, actually, they got a bunch. Our dog's running in circles. They got a bunch of those. They ended up having like 9 chases and stuff, but at the time I wasn't able to go get any of that stuff. So I still at some point would maybe like to get my hands on one if I could, but I'm not jumping out to try and get one of the Superman with the glow in the dark eyes. But it is glow in the dark, so I'm always into the glow in the dark. So I just think it's cool, you know. Darth Vader, you got glow in the dark candy cane. It'll be good with the Christmas display. I probably will get the other Christmas Star Wars ones for sure. Funko Pop Unicorn first con is always memorable. Yeah, my first one was great. It was, I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago, and it was the last year they actually had VIP passes for the Emerald City Comic Con before they did like the lottery for Funko. And I had a friend of mine. I went with a group of friends, and one of them brought his girlfriend, and she didn't have a VIP pass, so he gave me his VIP pass to get in the Funko line. So I was able to get in there and get right over to Funko, get all my stuff. It was great. And then the second year that we went, I didn't get into the lottery, but I had a friend who did, and she just gave me her spot because she wasn't getting anything that day. And then last year I got into the lottery myself. So I'm hoping this year I can get into it again. Rob, are you looking for the black and white Pennywise? No, I believe I have that one. I think I have all the Pennywise pops except for the metallic one that came with the t-shirt, because I was busy that day that it came out. I missed it online, and then now they're saying that they probably will not restock them. So I don't know that I will ever get that unless I do some major trading. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get my hands on it or not. Maybe at some point. The Rhode Island Comic Con exclusive. I don't know if they had one. Or I mean, I didn't know that they had one, so I must not have that one then. What's up, Jetta? I was just telling them that I watched your live stream, and then I watched my live stream, so I decided to do one of my own tonight, just kind of last minute, see what's going on. Oh, your Hot Topic still has one. That's cool. Yeah, we've got quite a few Hot Topics around here, and they got really low quantities and was gone pretty quick. No problem, man. Thanks for stopping in. Go get some rest. I know you're on a different time schedule than we are, so different time. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Different time zone. There you go. That's what I was thinking. Time zone. Admiral Funko, what's going on? Just decided to do a quick unboxing of some stuff. You know, I already did it, but I figured I'd just chat with you guys a little bit and see what's going on. Have some fun. Yeah, Rob, I didn't even know that they had an exclusive for the con. So yeah, I'll have to look it up and see. Is it the new Pennywise, or is it like an old one, like the original Pennywise pop? Because I know they had a black and white that I think was FYE exclusive, maybe. Can't remember. Possibly. Yeah, I was also been off. I got told I was going to be off until as of now, the first of the year. So I'm looking at some 3D printing I'm going to start working on again. If you guys see my Instagram stuff, I posted some pictures. I was actually finished my Dr. Doom mask, which was kind of a little messed up when I did it. So I kind of made it. I mean, it kind of went with my steampunk outfit, but just kind of made it look all aged and crazy looking. So it came out really, really cool. I really like it. And then, had my wife help me sew the straps and all that stuff, but came out really good. It's sat in my garage for months because the epoxy didn't dry. Yes, Admiral Funko, I did make. That's one of my 3D prints. I don't know. The camera on here is not very good, but there's actually a line right here. You can kind of see it better on the back a little bit. It's printed in 2 pieces. You can kind of see where the line is here. So it was one of my early prints, one of the first ones I did. So I think it took 8 or 9 hours for each piece. So it came out to, like I said, about 18, 19 hours total. On Instagram, let me go check and see, sir. I see that I got something from you. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, so it's the original. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not. Right here. But FYE had one that was just like that. Or I don't know if it was FYE, but I know that I thought someone had one that was like that. Yeah, it's funny. My son was harassing me to watch a scary movie, and so finally I was like, you know what, I'll let him watch it. And so I decided let's do it, the original It, and it was so. I mean, I used to love that movie. I mean, that was when I was a kid. That was our, sleepover movie. We'd have a birthday party sleepover. We'd get It. It was so boring. We both fell asleep before the end. So I do really like the new Pennywise. That's why I got all the pops. I was able to get the Chase. I was lucky enough to get that, and then the Chase Georgie. I haven't found the Chase Beverly yet though, but definitely cool. But yeah, I thought they had that same black and white for like a store exclusive. Thanks for stopping in, Funko Pop and Unicorn. I had fun on your live stream. I love chatting with you guys. But yeah, I've been kind of thinking I want to start doing some like top 5 or top 10 videos. I know that a lot of people have done like their collection videos and stuff like that, but for me, I have so many that are just stuffed in closets and boxes and stuff. It'd be really hard to do like a full blown video. I think I'm up to 1,200. Yeah, I think like 1,200 pops. No, I don't think I'm close to that. Somewhere in that range. But yeah, I've got a lot, and there's probably 10 to 15% that's actually visible. A lot's in closets and stuff, so it'd be really hard to do a video of everything for sure. Yeah, the Ghost Rider and the Vader chase. The Vader chase was funny because since I've been home with my shoulder surgery, every once in a while I'll just kind of go around and do some stuff. And one of the guys that I've done some 3D prints for that I always see at Funko HQ in line and stuff, my buddy Sean, I went to Toys R Us, or not Toys R Us, to Target, and I was just kind of check back there, and I look over and I see him standing there, and I knew he was supposed to be at work. So I was like, "Hey man, what are you doing? Like, aren't you supposed to be at work?" And he's like, "I was just messaging you. I found something for you." And he handed it to me. He handed me the chase because he doesn't collect them, and he knows that I'm a big glow in the dark fan. So he just gave it to me. I went and paid for it. I was extremely happy. So I was like, "That's awesome." Because I've been looking for it, not like extreme searching hunting, but if I see it, I grab it. They always are restocking them at HQ. When they first came out, there was quite a few, but then they've kind of trailed off quite a bit. Bo knows what kind of Star Wars stuff you got. Pops mostly. I have, you can't really see it, but off to this side, past the Green Ranger helmet, is the Legacy Darth Vader helmet. Actually, let me grab it. It's like right there. That's the only thing that is not pop related that I have. And it is really, really cool. I did an unboxing of it actually, and it got quite a few hits. It's pretty dusty right now. It just sits over there, but they did a really, really good job with it. But that is really the only other Star Wars thing I have besides Pops. Oh, old school Star Wars collector. I have looked at getting some of the older action figures, like out of the box. I don't care if they're like beat up and stuff, just because I remember playing with them when I was younger. Not about 10 years different from you. I was born in 81, so, but I do remember that was really big in my house. Star Wars was a big fan favorite for my dad my sister's dad at the time. So I do remember playing with a lot of the old action figures. But I've been getting kind of more into like the prop replica stuff back here and that kind of stuff. So now that I've got like a 3D printer, I can print some of the stuff myself and playing around with different stuff. Got like the Judge Dredd badge that I printed, one of the early prints and stuff like that. So I've been getting a little more into doing that kind of stuff. Thank you. This is just, I decided to kind of change the location of where I shoot. So SDS guys, what's going on? How are you tonight? Yeah, I kind of got into like the 3D printing of this stuff and then kind of picking things up as I like to clearance shop. So when these things go on clearance, like the helmets and that kind of stuff, I've got a Red Ranger Power Ranger helmet way over on the other side of the room that picked up on clearance. I've gotten a lot of the Marvel Legends prop replica stuff. Like you got Thor's hammer over here, and then I've got Star-Lord's helmet, but I picked them all up on clearance when Toys R Us was going out of business. I picked up a lot of stuff there. So, but yeah, I've been getting a little more into that. And with 3D printing, kind of the sky's the limit if you're willing to take the time. Oh, and behind my head, I've got the gauntlet. So, but yeah, I've been getting into that a little bit. So then you can see like this thing here was 3D printed also. So a lot of stuff you can do with that for sure. Thanks, Bo. Yeah, I just, like I said, I've been watching live streams tonight, and I just figured I'd get on here and chat, answer any questions anybody had about the collecting and that kind of stuff, and kind of last minute. Plus, like I said, I just got all this stuff in, and I just kind of wanted to do an unboxing, and I figured instead of just doing a normal video, I would just do the live stream, maybe for like half hour, or whatever. So, but yeah, got tired of watching my son play Black Ops 4 and myself getting killed. Oh, the Voltron. That's actually not the SDCC Voltron. That's just the remake they did of, what was it, the 84 or 88 or whatever. But I just, like I said, clearance shopping. As they went on clearance, I just picked each one up. convert your office into Star Wars hanging from the ceiling. Um, I've thought about, like, I don't really have anything to hang, so but I thought it'd be cool to do like the Millennium Falcon and like 3D print a Millennium Falcon and do thing. My big thing is I'm not the best at finished painting or anything like that. So if I print it, I gotta talk my sister or my wife into helping me finish the painting on them. So, and yes, video games these days are amazing. I've been watching some live streams of people like the STS guys. I was watching their Red Dead Redemption 2 video, and now I want to pick that up. So, yeah. The Iron Man. Oh man, I want that Iron Man helmet, and I kind of passed on it in the beginning, and now I wish I hadn't because I can't find it anywhere except for like eBay prices. And like I said, I like to clearance shop for that kind of stuff. So I did see one of those weird Facebook ads where it was uh, like $39 for the metal Captain America shield. And I don't think it's legit. My buddy bought one, so we're waiting to see when he gets his. And if it comes in good, I'll try and pick one up myself. Oh, when you're stationed in Germany, that'd be cool. You set it up with the Star Wars stuff. I've got so many different things. I don't think I could theme my room in one different theme. It'd have to be just crazy. You're gonna buy some cowboy boots and put nerdsmithing on. Well, my name's Andy, so you could write the Andy just like on Toy Story. That'd work perfect. Oh, I'd love to find it on clearance. If it went on clearance, that would be great. 89, yeah. So Voltron was 89. That's right. Oh, you got Red Dead Redemption for 30. Red Dead Redemption 2 for 35. That's good. That's awesome. Oh, the Nerd Crew. See, I just got done watching your guys' live stream, so now you're all jumping onto mine. Thanks, Bo. I appreciate it. I like that we're getting. There's some other the Nerd Crew and Admiral Funko. They've got some great YouTube channels. SDS guys, some great channels. I watch all their videos. I think most of the SDS guys live streams. I think I've sat through most of them. I miss a few here and there, but for the most part, I sit through the whole thing. So yeah, definitely. I like this. The smaller groups. I think I'm up to like 875 subscribers now, so I'm getting up there. I can't wait to hit that 1,000. Do a pretty decent giveaway. I have not seen your channel, so I'll definitely have to check it out. Since I started my YouTube channel, I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Oh, thanks for stopping in, STS guys. I appreciate it. And if you guys are going live, I will probably end up watching it. I know you do your Saturday nights, so I figured I would get this one in before you guys so that I could jump off here and watch yours and maybe try that more of that Black Ops 4 so I can try and beat my son. Which is horrible. But yeah, Bo, you can't find anything on YouTube, man. It's oh I once I started doing it and really started looking into it and there is just everything I can think of you can find on there. It's just amazing. Northwest Game Hunter. So for the Funko lineup on like the Wednesday releases, it can be different. Like this Wednesday, because being Halloween, and a lot of people uh were they were like, I was hoping that I know they said it was fake for the Yummy Mummy and the Fruit Brute, and they were, even though they said it was fake, like that kind of stuff gets bounced around a lot. So I still showed up early. I think I got there at 4:50 in the morning, and there was already 12 people in line, or 11 people in line in front of me, and most of them had been there since midnight the night before. But Funko no longer allows you to wait out in front of their building until 5 a.m. So you have to wait until 5. So what they do now is they stand across the street, which is actually right in front of a Wells Fargo bank, and wait there. And then someone will always hand out a number. And it's not like a Funko system. It's one of the people who shows up will have a pad of paper, and they will just give you a number as you show up. And then when you cross the street at 5 o'clock, everyone gets in their line number, or gets in their spot in line, just to stop the craziness. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And like I said, I got there at 5 in the morning, and I was 12th in line. And the people that got, like, there was one of the guys that got there at 11:30 the night before. He was second in line. And at 7, when they announced that it was going to be the Spastic Plastics, he actually left. He's like, "Oh, I don't want that stuff," so he left. And they used to drop a lot of stuff in the morning. Now they're kind of backing away from that because they don't want a lot of people to be there that early in the morning, and so they don't have as many drops in the morning as they used to. They kind of spread it out throughout the day. And then, like in my last video, I was talking about the Diamond Select Jack Skellington, which, when they announced that, there was hardly $80. Nobody really wanted it. So what they did is, when we walked in, there was probably 20 on a cart. Right when you walk in the door, they have you go in a single file line. They just hand you whatever the exclusive is, and everybody grabbed one. And I hung out in the store for maybe like maybe it was like 45 minutes to an hour, just kind of walking around and seeing, because they'll put stuff out as their chases, and that they'll just randomly put, and you just kind of watch and hang out. And so they were all gone. The cart was gone within the first 20 people, all grabbed them. And then before I left, half of them were back up on the counter, because they ended up deciding the $80 price point was just too much. So I only picked one up because one of the guys that was in line is someone who's always there. He collects a ton, and he wanted to go back to work, and he knew I wasn't getting one. So he just gave me cash, and I bought it for him, which worked out for me because I was able to put it in my video. So but yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays, people are there before 5 o'clock. If there's a drop or a hint of any kind, and people think it might be something like an ad icon, or something that they know is going to be worth, or they think is going to be worth, they'll get there the night before at like midnight. So thanks for stopping by, Bo. I appreciate it. Yeah, Funko HQ is a crazy thing, and as collectors, I think everyone needs to take a trip to Washington to see it. I lucked out being a collector, being in this area, them opening that store. I know they're talking about opening more stores in different areas like LA, I think, and that kind of stuff. So hey, it's Larry. What's up, Larry? Thank you, sir. Nerd Crew thought you couldn't line up until 6 a.m. now. Is there any truth that it's 5 a.m.? They change it to 5 a.m. But like I said, if you line up across the street, they won't stop you. Actually, security walks around There's security 24 hours at that facility, and they know you're there, and they will walk around. Across the street is a Wells Fargo bank. Right next to the bank is another Funko. It looks like a storefront. It just has a giant sign that says Funko and a bunch of pictures in the windows, but it's like a storeroom. And as long as you're not in front of that building, if you're in front of the bank, you're fine. And like I said, people get there at midnight the night before for Wednesday drops sometimes. But like I said, I got there on Wednesday at like right before 5:00, and I was 12th in line. And then a couple people left once they saw the drop, and so I was able to scoot up. Brian, I think they should put stores in the West, East, and the Midwest. I think that's where they're going. I think that that's what Brian Mariotti has talked about is doing that. So putting more stores around. So it'll be interesting to see. Hello, Super Melon Man Gaming. Thank you for stopping in for sure. Disney Springs people would go nuts. Yeah, oh man, like the pictures of the Disney releases. Oh, people getting like 10 of each and stuff. It used to be when you'd go into Funko in the HQ, they didn't have a limit on like chases and that kind of stuff. So I did a video. I don't do many store hunt videos, and so when I finally did one at HQ, it was right before they changed the rules. You used to be able to get whatever chase you found, you could buy. But now it's one chase per person per day. Putting a Funko store in Disney Springs. Oh man. Could you imagine? Like the lines for Disney exclusives are so bad now. They put an HQ in there or put a Funko store in there. Oh, geez. That'd be nuts. What is kind of cool with the HQ being right there, you got the storefront on the bottom floor, and then everything above that is all the different, the designing and all that. So you see a lot of the designers and a lot of like Brian Mariotti's always walking in. That dude has more parking tickets than anybody I know. He just parks his Ford Raptor right in front of the store, right in the loading zone, and just leaves it there. I've seen him park in non-parking spots, and the cops know him. They just drive right up, put a ticket on his car. And we've seen it numerous times, and they know exactly who it is. Really, he just parks it. And then you'll see, like, right after he gets a ticket, about 2 minutes later, you'll see his assistant come running down and move his car or move his truck. So, but yeah, they're always walking through and autographing stuff, and you'll see them come out. The whole group of the designers go to there's like right next to the Funko store, there's like a donut shop, and they do like donut and breakfast stuff. And they go every day. You'll see them go by. I didn't get any of the Thanos from Walmart. I haven't seen any, but they've been popping up. I haven't really been hunting for them. I've got so many Thanos pops already that I just, even though that I like the Chrome, I like Chrome pops. I just, I don't know. That's a lot to get all at once. So I may pick a few up here and there. The only ones that I really, I don't know, because I say that I would only want like one or two, but once I get one or two, I'd end up having to get them all. But I wouldn't mind getting a purple one just because of the purple, obviously, and then maybe a red because that's my favorite color. But I've seen, I mean, they popped up in the area, and I just tell friends, hey, if you want it, they're here. And I've helped a couple people out that way, and they just ran and got them. But me personally, I haven't really. Most of the Walmarts around me have started putting up that collector's section, and there's like it says collector and it's got all the cool stuff, but there's nothing in the section. There's like one or two pops and a couple Pez, but really no big crazy filled section. It just looks empty. Yeah, so haven't really gone hunting for those personally. Oh, Brian, yes, the Venomized Ghost Rider. This was actually shipped from another state, from a friend, one of the guys I do trades with on Facebook that actually works at Walmart, found it for me. So Was very, very excited to get it. It was the last one that I needed for the Venomized set. The Walmart here got stuff and everything is gone by 11 a.m. Yeah, we, since the Funko HQ has opened in this area, it seems like there is more collectors and flippers and that kind of stuff. And so when I first started collecting like 4 or 5 years ago, excuse me, uh, it wasn't as hard to find that stuff as it is now, because now it seems like there's more people trying to make money off of it. So they're coming in and they're not just buying one of everything, they're buying multiples and multiples and multiples, which I like. I've got no beef with buying some for trade and that kind of stuff. It's when you get into buying everything they have, or 10 sets. We saw people post like 5 sets of the Thanos pops, and they were selling them. I forget what the price they were selling for. But for me personally, I'll get one. If I can get 2 of something, I'll get an extra one. I have stuff for trade, that kind of stuff. I know all of us have to feel this habit somehow, and I get that. I'm totally fine with it. I just don't like the people that will get 10 of something, or bunches of something. I know that, I think Nerd Crew, you guys were talking about that, and the Disney pops, people getting like 10 of each or something like that, and going back to their cars. Like I couldn't imagine. But we get a lot of that around here too, of people just getting as many as they can. So yeah, like I said, getting yourself an extra one, that's sometimes it's the best way. Being at HQ, sometimes we get stuff early, getting an extra here and there. Yeah, you almost have to do that to get some of the older stuff. Some of the stuff that we missed out on, that kind of stuff. I know just recently I found a Chase Beetlejuice at HQ, which is crazy. That was like one of my grails, and I had to do some major trades. I actually traded my original Tony the Tiger for the Beetlejuice Chase. That at the time they were pretty close in price. Now I'm kicking myself because now the original Tony the Tiger is up to almost $500. But I'm fine with it because I only paid $15 for that pop, and I traded it for Beetlejuice. And now I have an extra Beetlejuice that I will try and hopefully trade for someone else. I did get the flocked Tony the Tiger, so I have a Tony in my collection, so I'm cool with it. But yeah, it's just, sometimes that's how you get some of the older pops that you wouldn't get any other way. So I've still got a few grails that I'd like to get at some point, maybe. Some of them are pretty high priced, so I don't know that I'd ever really get them unless I got something crazy from HQ or something like that. Brian, probably $120 I saw. Yeah, they were people were selling them for quite a bit. For normally it seems like people want to double their money at least when they get a bunch of extras. But yeah, we saw people posting pictures of their carts completely full of the Thanos pops. Thing 91, have you watched my newest Nicktoons Pop episode? I don't know if I have. I've been watching a lot of the YouTube lately, more than I probably should. Thanos sets here going for 90 to 95. Yeah, that seems about right. But yeah, like I said, they've come up in the area a few times, and I've just kind of passed on it. So I may slowly get them if I can here and there. I hate ordering stuff from Walmart because what was it, the last thing I got there? The Black Manta pop that was their exclusive, and I had it shipped to the store to save myself the $6 or whatever, and the box was pretty trashed, so I wasn't too happy about that. The ones I like is now sometimes when you order from Walmart, it'll actually say on there like, "Hey, this is actually shipping from Funko." So those ones have always come great. But the ones that you get shipped from Walmart, I have horrible luck with shipping, period. Like even the Megazord that I got tonight, the box was pretty beat up. Yeah, Walmart sucks at shipping. We actually ordered my son's Christmas present last year from Walmart, and it was like a big Nerf gun. I mean, it was big. It was a huge gun. And I show up from work. Luckily, I got home before he did because they didn't even put it in a shipping box. They it was a giant Nerf gun, and they just put it right on my front porch. If anybody would have walked by, it was like a 3 foot by 2 foot box. It was huge. And it was just right there, full color. Anybody walking by would have seen what it was and just could have walked up and grabbed it because they didn't put it inside of a box. And like I said, I was lucky I got there before my son did, so that I was able to hide it before he actually saw it. But yeah, I was pretty upset. It's like you just throw it inside of a box. Like that's ridiculous. But it's not just Walmart for me, man. I have horrible luck with shipping of any kind at all. Like, yeah, shipping and me just don't go along. This last year with con exclusives and stuff have been okay for the most part. I've been okay. The last couple years shipping for like cons and stuff like that were bad. Like most of the pops I have are bad. I know Walmart sometimes will put that giant square sticker that goes over the whole top of your box or whatever, and it just leaves tons of residue. I think my Baxter Stockman that I got last year, the year before, I got 2 of them because one came totally damaged. And so when it restocked, I got another one, and I left the sticker on it because they put it in the same spot. Why is your YouTube channel called Nerdsmithing? Actually, originally it was called, what did I call it? Nerding for Dummies. And my wife actually works as a graphic designer, and so she works a lot with copyrights and that kind of stuff. And she told me that For Dummies, like that whole book line of For Dummies, would be if the YouTube channel ever got super big, then that might become a problem. So we came up with I was looking at different ideas and different stuff, and she actually came up with the nerdsmithing phrase. And I looked it up, and there was really nothing online that said nerdsmithing except for one little thing that said something about taking a full-size Nintendo, downsizing it into the size of a controller, and playing it, and putting like 50 games on it or whatever. So I liked it. I thought it was cool. It was so different, and I, being the nerd that I am and collecting stuff, that was cool. But I also do like to create things, so it kind of worked out with getting a 3D printer because creating and smithing and that kind of stuff. I've always wanted to get into metalwork and that kind of stuff. So I just thought I just liked the phrase. I thought it came out. It just, I don't know. It was unique. So I did like the idea of nerding for dummies, but it just, after she said it, I was like, yeah, you're probably right. So that's kind of where I came up with or she came up with the nerdsmithing, and it's not used on anything else. So yeah, it just seemed to work out. Rob, I saw the Thanos display at Walmart with all the chromes in the set, but the overall aesthetic of the chrome was a little off to me. Yeah, chrome pops can be a little, I don't know. For people who don't take them out of the box, sometimes you don't see a lot of the stuff. I take a lot of that stuff out of the box to see it, and a lot of the chrome pops, they have a lot of flaws a lot of times. Most of them will have, I've had some that actually have like fingerprints in the chrome paint where it's like in there, like it's not coming off. So smudges and scratches, they scratch really easy. And so the few that I've taken out have been okay, but there's definitely been some that have had problems. What kind of music do you listen to? All kinds. Aside from classical, I don't really listen to, but my wife does, so I do listen to it. I just don't prefer it. I don't mind it in the background, but I listen to all kinds of stuff. Yeah, trying to think. Yeah, I my playlist is crazy. 80s. Oh yeah, I love 80s music. I grew up in the 80s. My mom listened to a ton of 80s pop music, so I have a lot of 80s music on my playlist. My playlist is bad. I've got horrible music on there. I don't even like people to look at my playlist because it's so crazy. But yeah, no, no, I've got some bad stuff on there. Embarrassing playlist stuff for sure. One of the things one of the things I actually do like listening to is the Greatest Showman soundtrack. I love the Greatest Showman. I love that movie. I like musical stuff like that. I don't know why. I've just always been into it. So, which doesn't really fit my persona at all, but it's just one of those things. Scorpions, yeah. Guns N' Roses, Metallica. Yeah, there could be one song from one group that I love, don't like anything else from them, but there could be one song that comes up. I mean, even Miley Cyrus, there's some stuff that, uh, like I was saying earlier in the video, I have a lot of friends who are bodybuilders and semi-pro bodybuilders and powerlifters and stuff. And my buddy owns a gym, and one of his sayings on the wall is, "If you don't like Miley Cyrus, get out." And that's coming from one of the biggest dudes I know. So oh, the poster behind my head, that's Braveheart. Uh, yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. Yeah, one great song, and the rest could be bad. Rob, La La Land. I actually did not like La La Land. My wife was really excited to watch it, and because I'm okay with musicals and stuff, I was like, "Yeah, let's watch it." I just was not that into it. Yeah, I'm actually so the Braveheart poster I've had for oh, probably 20 years or 15 years, and I'm gonna switch it out because I have a Clerks poster that's signed by Kevin Smith, so I'm going to add that one in. Cuddle S, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. I'm getting up there, man. I want to hit that 1,000 mark for sure. Super Melon, thank you as well. The Leo behind me is not a hot toy. That is a NECA. That's the 1/4 scale NECA. I would love to get some more of them. Yet again, clearance buy. That was half off at one of those only appears during Christmas stores. So yeah, those NECAs, man, those things are amazing. They did just come out with the 7-inch versions, and I tried to get one of the con boxes of four, missed out, and then they showed up that they were doing individuals at GameStop, I believe. So they were up for like pre-order for a while. 21 away from 900. I know. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. So close. Hello, Pop Couple. How are you? I'm probably going to get off here shortly. I think the SDS guys started their live stream as well. And I always like to jump on and see what they're up to. I am doing good. Just been watching a lot of live streams today, so I decided to do one of my own. So get on here and chat, show off some of the pickups that or mail calls for today that I had. So, and then a friend helped me out with the Chase Darth Vader for Christmas. But yeah, I think that's it. Is there any other questions you guys have about anything before I jump off here? Go get myself killed in Black Ops 4. I actually did just test the glow on it because someone was telling me that some of the chases weren't glowing. And so I actually have a UV light, and it looks like the red is the dominant glow color on the candy cane. That was the brightest part of it. But yeah, it did glow. Excited for season 3 of Nicktoons Pops. I do have quite a few of the Nicktoons Pops. I grew up with a lot of that stuff, so I'm hoping to see some more for sure. Rob, it would be Nirvana. Well, I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of Pearl Jam lately, but that's a tough question. Growing up, it was always Nirvana. Nirvana was always one I liked more, but nowadays I've been kind of leaning towards Pearl Jam. Yeah, I'll be dying at Black Ops 4 tonight for sure. I suck at that game so bad. Black Ops is on PS4 is what we played on. The Kurt Cobain Pops, I think I'm missing one of the Kurt Cobain Pops. I think I might have got that. I might have grabbed it. I can't remember. I think the only one I don't have is like the common one, the Smells Like Teen Spirit shirt. I think that's the only one that I might not have. I can't remember if I grabbed it or not. I did not get the Kurt Freddy. My box, I did get one of the boxes, and it was the pretty standard one. I got really lucky though. The main one that I wanted out of there was the glow in the dark green or blue 8-bit Freddy. And one of the guys that lives in my area went to San Diego and was able to, he got one in his boxes. He went to Fun Days, and he actually traded me for my Danny Zuko, which was a 5,000 piece, and he had a 500 piece. I was extremely excited when he made the trade. I actually felt so bad. I mean, it was a good deal for me, but he just wanted the Danny Zuko. So I gave him some 3D printed Funko signs, glow in the dark signs and stuff, because I was like, he hooked me up big time with that. That was my main want from that, and I was able to get it. I still need the blue one, though. I still would really like to get the blue one. Oh, you traded the pink chrome for the Kurt Cobain? That would have, yeah, I would have loved to have got the Kurt Cobain. The Kurt Cobain and the Pennywise would have been cool. Interested in the Queen Pops? Not really. I do want to see that movie because I do. I mean, I grew up listening to Queen music, so I do want to see the movie, but I'm not really big into the Queen Pops. I'm gonna. Oh, sounds good, Nerd Crew. We can die together. I love it. Yeah, I've got some pretty cool Freddies that I've gotten over time. I did just recently get a social media Freddy, which was a really good trade from a really close friend of mine. So Are you doing good from your surgery? I'm doing okay after my surgery. Shoulder's still really tight. I'm going to be out for another couple months, it looks like, till the first of the year. I still, have a lot of issues moving my shoulders around. It's still super tight, but I'm getting there. I'm still sore. A lot more sore than I thought I was going to be. I thought I'd be back to work by now, but it is what it is. Physical therapy twice a week, stretching as much as I can, ready to go back. So I think that is going to be it for this one. Thank you everyone for showing up. I love chatting. I don't normally have a lot of stuff to chat about in here. I just like to talk to everybody. So I'll maybe next time I'll set up some more questions or something for you guys. I don't know. But thank you very much for showing up. And as always, stay awesome, people.